Hey, I'm Lisa, and if this is your first time to our channel, welcome, and if you are coming back, we welcome you back. We have had an insane amount of rain over the past couple days here in South Carolina, so Charlie is actually getting our meat birds from the post office right now. When you order chickens through the mail, you get them at the post office, so that's kind of an interesting thing.
So we got the call this morning from the post office that our meat birds had arrived from Murray McMurray hatchery, and here they are. There's our peeps. So we ordered 30 big red broilers, and this is our second round of meat birds this season. We just processed some a couple weeks ago, and we're gonna get these home and get them in the brooder, and we'll show you more then.
And I am going to check on my garden to see how it fared with all this rain. What do you think, Chester? Did you like all this rain? No? Did you like all this rain, buddy? You're such a good boy. He is such a sweet boy. Good morning, Onyx. How you doing, buddy? You up on your post? You love it up on the post, don't ya? All right, so this is my first bed. These tomatoes definitely took a hit. I need to get some of these dead leaves off, especially like right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim those. I just grabbed this pair of scissors. It'll do the job. So I'm just going in here and trimming off anything that looks like it got too much water or has got brown leaves. You helping, Onyx? This plant's not too bad. All right, so those look a lot better now that we took off any of those brown leaves, and anything touching the ground you want to remove with tomatoes as well. And there's our pile of stuff that we took off of there. Look at all of these tomato flowers. This is my Roma tomato plant, which is a determinate tomato plant. And I know that because the flowers are on the top here. So I want to let as many of these grow as possible because I want as many Roma tomatoes as I can possibly get because I want to make sauce. And then look at these gorgeous beauties over here. This is a Cherokee purple tomato variety, so super excited to see what that does. I have heard that it's not great to harvest vegetables right after a rain if you're gonna eat them raw, that you wanna wait at least 24 hours, so I'm not gonna harvest anything today, but look at how beautiful it looks with the rain dripping off the tomatoes. I got lots of banana peppers here to harvest. It's pizza night tonight, which it's a Friday when I'm filming this, so it is pizza night, and so I will definitely, I've actually already got some of these in the house, but banana peppers are really good on pizza. All right, so luckily no major damage to the garden with the storm. I didn't see any fruit that was damaged at all, just a bunch of leaves that were brown and needed to be pruned, and I did that, so it's looking pretty good. And I think we're actually getting more rain today. It's been an unusual week here in the Midlands with all of this rain. So it's definitely been an interesting time for the homestead. Despite all the rain, the garden is looking great. And as soon as it dries off a bit, I will be able to harvest some beautiful tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and make some amazing food. We are getting the brooder all set up for the meat birds here. We've got fresh chips, fresh wood chips in the bottom, and then we've got their food. Charlie is finding a brick to set their water on because that really helps so that the wood chips don't get in the water. That's one of the biggest issues. All right, so there are our meat birds, and there's always a little bonus chick that you can opt for, and there's our little bonus chick. And it looks to me like it is a copper marin, so that's awesome if that's what it is. And it looks like they all are alive and well, which is fantastic. What we're doing next, Chester, is we are going to put their electrolyte into their water. These are Murray McMurray big red broilers, and these are definitely our chicks of choice to raise on the homestead for our meat.
So now I'm gonna put them into the brooder, but what I do is with every single chick, I show them where the water is, and that way they're probably dehydrated because they've been on the road for a little bit. But that's one of the most important things you need to do when you first get them is you show them right where the water is. Start with our little bonus guy.
Or girl, we're not sure. So as you can see, we've got Onyx right here who's very curious about these new chickens, and we've got Smokey right there. So that's why we made this to go over the top of the brooder. This is going to protect our chicks from our domestic predators here. Yes, you aren't going to be able to get them, are you? No, you're not.
All right, so I got them all set up in their brooder. Got a little warming plate there for them. See it right there. Got their water. And I've got their food all set up. So I came back in here this evening to check on our peeps, see how they're doing. And they're doing really, really well. They're eating all the food. They're drinking, which is perfect. That's exactly how things are supposed to be going. Now, I want to show you real quick the feed that we use. So this right here is non-GMO grains. And this is chick starter feed. And it's grower feed also. So basically I feed them this in here in the brooder when they're little. And then as they're getting older, they self-forage more on grass. So I'm constantly moving them along on the grass in our chicken tractor. So I move them twice a day. I move them in the morning and in the evening. Now, with our chickens, we've chosen to go with the Murray McMurray big red broilers. And we just happen to like them. They take about 12 weeks to grow out. And some friends of ours have done the Cornish cross chickens. And those are good chickens too. And I've helped them process them. And they've had some really large chickens. We have we have chosen not to go that route. Not that there's anything wrong with that route, even in the slightest. It's just that it's not exactly what we want to do. But we are very, very happy with the Murray McMurray big red broilers. And so this is our second round with them this year. And I'm sure we'll probably do a third. And I was just checking the availability on it. So it looks like we're probably gonna get another third in this season. And then we should be good to get us through the winter. And Chester wants some attention. So they're all good to go. We'll let them be. They'll hang out here in a barn for a little bit till they start to feather out. After they feather out, we're gonna move them into the chicken tractor and we'll move that around the yard. So that's it for now.